I'm here today with Matt Kolesar from ExxonMobil at the Permian Energy Dialogues. Matt is the Chief Environmental Scientist at ExxonMobil. And Matt, very good to have you here. I'll ask you a first question, which is, Chief Environmental Scientist, what does your day-to-day look like?
Well, thanks for having me here at the Dialogues. It's always a pleasure. My role is really a fascinating role. It's the job I always wanted as a kid, even though I didn't know it existed. I get to coordinate a lot of ExxonMobil's global sustainability opportunities and challenges. And I get to coordinate between our policy ambitions, integrate our technology experts, and ultimately integrate that into our day-to-day operations. So I get to sort of play quarterback and help coordinate all that and make sure it's being done consistently around the world.
I think I told you a number of times that whenever I see you, I say, Matt, your job sounds so cool.
It is very cool, and the title
The
is
title
also
helps.
very interesting, yes.
Yes. What brings you to the Permian Energy Dialogues?
It's really, credit to you and your team. It's the environment you've built over several years and the trust that your organization and your events have fostered. And so I've always appreciated the fact that you draw on and your brand brings these global experts and thought leaders from all aspects of the industry. And I know today we're talking about the Permian Basin. So you bring this diverse set of thought leaders together in a trusted environment where we can have open and honest dialogue and really just help accelerate and solve some of the challenges that we all face collectively. And so I've always found just really high energy in being here and getting to talk to my peers and getting that input of different opinions and ideas.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And obviously, you have been a longtime participant at the Permian Dialogue, also some of the other dialogues, and ExxonMobil has been a great partner and supporter over the years. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world as it comes to the Permian Basin and also broader industry. What's top of your mind these days?
I think it's just all opportunity driven. We've talked a lot about it here at this conference about how the Permian's established itself as a global oil and gas producer. And I think what comes along with that, the opportunity, is that we get to showcase that we can do it in a very responsible way. We've got really a common alignment amongst regulators, the operators, the legislators, and the market really has a shared ambition that says we should continue to produce this, and we can produce it in a very responsible way from flaring, methane, water management. And so that's really been the center of this discussion this week about how can we do that better and how can we do it faster. And again, it gives us an opportunity as an industry to showcase that the Permian is not just a big number, but it's being done in a really responsible way. And that's really important for the world to know that.
It is a big number, and there is so much more behind it, as you say. And collaboration, I think, has been a really important thing as well that has come up a lot over the last couple of days. ExxonMobil, of course, is the largest producer in the Permian Basin. You have been growing traditional operations, but you've also been expanding lower carbon ventures. From your perspective, can you tell us a little where you see the biggest opportunities to deploy some of these low carbon solutions in the Permian?
Yeah, it really starts with how we characterize ourselves as a company and the people that we employ and where our expertise lies. And we like to characterize ourselves as molecule managers versus an oil and gas producer, an energy company, and molecule managers. And so when you think of what we do today is we really manage molecules resources out of the ground, oil or gas, and manipulate those, manage those into products that the society wants and values. And so as the societal expectations change to lower carbon products, we feel like we have the skills to manage those molecules perhaps in new ways, in different ways, whether it's blue hydrogen or leveraging those same skills to not only capture carbon dioxide, but to sequester it underground. Again, that's an expertise of ours on subsurface geology, lithium extraction and mining. Again, all similar skill sets that Exxon's leveraged for over 140 years. So as societal expectations evolve and the policy evolves in the same space, we think we're ready to deploy all the skills that we've honed over 140 years and apply them to in these new applications.
Sounds great. What has stood out for you at the Permian Energy Dialogues this year?
It's really what stands out to me every time I come to one of your events, particularly in the Permian Basin, that there's hundreds of operators, and I think the outside world would see us all as competitors, which we are. But when you come to some of the venues that you host and the topics we discuss, they're all common, aspired goals that we have, for whether it's employee safety, community safety, sustainability issues, workforce development. You see that we're all drawn together, not just as an industry, but the regulators and legislators and sort of global experts that you've convened here. It's actually sort of puts a bounce in your step to be around all these very intelligent, passionate people that all have that shared vision and goal.
I find it inspiring every time to listen to what's going on and how the industry is advancing. And thank you for all the work you do, Matt, and obviously ExxonMobil and all the people we're collaborating with here. I think it goes back to something that we say a lot: how to produce more energy with fewer emissions. And your longstanding experience in that and all the work you do is appreciated, and we look forward to more of the dialogue and more collaboration.
Very good, and I thank you for what your team does as well.
Thank you.